Hi y'all. I know, I have 80s hair. I have it put up. I had it down all day and it just was bushy in the way. But I got a couple things today and I just wanted to share with y'all. So, I just wanted to get the video done. Latest Goulet order. No. Latest JetPens order. I broke down and finally bought some field notes. I got the lined. They come 3 to a package for $9.99. And I was a little hesitant to buy these because people kept saying they were fountain pen friendly, and I was like, I had my doubts, right? They really honestly are. The cover is pretty flimsy cardstock, but it's okay. I mean, they're tiny books. You're not going to be using them for ages anyway. I want to say, 48-page memo book. Durable materials, made in the USA. I'm getting on this. I prefer things made in the USA because, not that I'm a snob about the USA, and it's not that I mind things made elsewhere. It just helps to save resources if you purchase something that's made locally instead of having to ship it globally. Anyway, I was concerned that these were not fountain pen friendly, but I'm going to show you, if I can hold it still. That is pencil at the top, but then it's a Monteverde Artista Crystal. I fixed the nib. I had to do some nib smoothing, unfortunately. I hate it when you buy things and they're not right out of the box, but I did get it fixed and I'm thrilled. With Jair Bon Violet Ponce ink, which is gorgeous stuff. Very pretty soft violet. This is the back side of that page. That's a medium nib. Now you can see some show through, a little bit of show through, but you can see it on the pencil as well. It's not going to show on the camera, but no, absolutely no bleed through. I was very surprised. This is like the other Monteverde. No, this is actually the same pen with Sailor Gentle Blue Black. Very nice blue-black color. I'm pleased with that. Very similar to Diamine Prussian Blue. This is the back of that page. Zero bleed through. I was so surprised. I am thrilled with these. These are wonderful. And I got these because if you saw my last video with my last Filofax video, if you hear thunder, don't panic. Hopefully we'll get some rain with it. You saw that I got the compact chameleon. I had to send the raspberry one back. If you watched that video, you know why. So I did that today, but I'm going to go ahead and keep the red one. But there's not a whole lot of space in here, like for lists and stuff. Plus, you know, you don't necessarily always want to take this with you. So what I got these for, I figured that I could just drop it in here, and it does fit. I mean, it makes it an even tighter. There's the field notes right there. Right there. It makes it a little bit tighter, but it does fit in there, so that can go in there, or I can stick it. Part of the reason that's so fat is that I have my jump drive in the pocket. I didn't want to lose it today. Anyway, that does not fits much better. Does fit in there, and then you can just take it out and drop it in your planner. Right now I'm using the Erin Condren that I don't really want to dig out, but it has a pocket in it, so I can just slip that in that pocket or hook it with a clip or whatever. They're really nice and thin, so they can be hooked really easily with a binder clip or even a fat paper clip. Really, really like those. From Goulet, latest order. Clairefontaine, the Sayez rule. This is really neat stuff. This is, I wanted to start practicing Spencerian. So this is the rule. Of course, it's obviously the perfect Clairefontaine. My favorite paper in the entire world is Clairefontaine. It's white, it's smooth, it's perfect. I don't use them for journals because I prefer the Loistrum or however you say those. But anyway. Also from Goulet, some new ink and some new pens. I want to show you those real quick. Noodler's L. Lawrence. And let me tell you something about Noodler's if you're not familiar with it. I love Noodler's ink. I think they're fantastic. Not all of them. I don't like all of them, but they are good for other people. I mean, it's nothing against Noodler's. And I have and use Bay State Blue, and I love it. But let me give you a warning. Noodler's is a very high-value ink, and because it's a high-value ink, this was a little more expensive because of the, I think it's bulletproof, so this was a little more expensive. You usually get this size, it's a 3-ounce bottle for $12.50 for the standard inks and even for some of the bulletproof and eternal inks. And if you're confused about those titles and what they mean, please go to gouletpens.com and it'll explain it. But it's a high-value ink, and let me warn you that when you open Noodler's, it is filled literally to the brim. I'm not kidding. And every time I open almost every time I open a bottle of Noodler's, I don't think, I might have one or two that I haven't done this to, but I get a little bit of spillage. All you have to do is breathe wrong. So my suggestion is when you open a new bottle and you're going to fill a pen, don't breathe until you have your pen filled and you cap the bottle. Anyway, this is El Lawrence. This is that kind of dirty motor oil color. It's a it goes down kind of a blackish green looking and dries a very, very dark green. It's beautiful stuff. Obviously named after T.E. Lawrence. I got both sides of the bottle. Not only did I drip it on one side, I dripped it on both sides. Fantastic ink. It has that noodler smell, so if that bothers you, don't do it, but it is bulletproof. I don't think it's also eternal. It is bulletproof. Bon Violet Pensée. Beautiful stuff. This stuff is so pretty. It goes on kind of a grapey, almost barny purple and dries to a beautiful, beautiful violet purple. I wish I could get that. There you can see inside the rim how pretty that is. When I first tried Bon inks, I didn't like them because they were so watery. And I liked the real saturated noodlers, but I'm really developing a love for these and some of the diamines that have the more ethereal, watery quality to them. This is not as watery and ethereal as some of them, but it's beautiful. And then I'm an equal opportunity inker, obviously, so I have inks from all kinds of brands. This is Sailor Gentle Blue Black. Blue blacks are my favorites, and I was looking for something that was a grayer blue black, and I don't want to drip on my computer, and you can't tell from that. Let me get the lid on here. Sailor has neat bottles too. They have that little cup in there so that when the ink starts getting low, you tip the bottle over, obviously with the lid on it, well capped, and it fills up that little cone inside there, and it allows you to fill your pen from that little cone. I was going to show you really quickly. One of those field, it would be the third one I picked up naturally. This is the color of that. Oh, it's not going to show well. This is the Sailor Blue Black, and it's a very gray blue black, very similar to Schaefer, almost indistinguishable from Diamine Prussian Blue on paper. So I'm really pleased with it. It's a nice color. Also, this is the Piece de Resistance from Goulet, right? I got some samples also, but the Monteverde Artista Crystal Pens. They come in 4 colors. I got the turquoise and the lime green. This one I got specifically to put El Lawrence in. And it's beautiful. These pens are, I was so surprised because you get a plastic demonstrator, and I kind of expected it to feel plasticky and cheap, a lot like Noodler's Flex pens. They don't. They're fantastic. It was $36 at Goulet. They're fabulous. They're an excellent value for $40. They're very weighty. Now, they're not very big. So then put it next to something you would actually recognize. There's a Schaefer Prelude. So it's even a bit shorter than the Prelude. And yes, that's a cup you hear. I keep my pens in a cup because I use them all the time. Don't even complain about that. There is a Pilot Vanishing Point. So a little bit shorter with the clicky in, not, you know, with the point out a little bit better. So it's a little bit longer, but they're not big pens. They are fairly fat though, and then the section is chrome, metal. There, that looks better. They have, the coolest thing about these pens is they have a clear feed. Now you're not going to be able to see that because it has Noodler's El Lawrence in it, which is going to appear black. But they all come with a medium nib. This one was very smooth right out of the box. This one had some troubles. Thanks to some wonderful pen people on Twitter, I went and got a nail buffing thing, and you can see right here, right there, that I did some figure eights on it and cleaned up that nib, and that's nice and smooth as well. So I'm relieved that I don't have to send it back. But this one you can probably see. Oh yeah, that's going to show. It did sort of out the side. It's getting dark in here now because it's hopefully fixing to rain. This is the one with Violet Pensée, and it is the prettiest violet color. I wish that would show better. Darn it. You can see a little bit of purple. It's really pretty. These pens with that clear feed would be really neat with a lighter ink, any kind of orange, a lighter like the Violet Pensée, something like Ombre de Bermani would be pretty in it. Any kind of a light enough ink that would show. So if you like oranges and, you know, some of the violets and the lighter purples or lighter blues, it would just be fantastic. Anyway, these are really great value, really nice little pen. If you're looking for something new, and to show you what I got, I'm so excited. I had talked on Twitter about pen people are just the best. Pen people and Filofax people are just amazing people. So I had been talking on Twitter about how I wanted to learn Spencerian script, and one of my pen friends sent me this. It is the Mont Media Spencerian Penmanship Theory Book and all 5 copybooks. Oh, I'm so thrilled. This is the coolest stuff. I have okay cursive, but I've always wanted to learn how to do this very ornate. I wish there was a good picture where they've actually written that I could show you in the copybook. Here's some of it. You can see this type of script. It does take a flex pen. It's very, I don't know that it's impossible to do with a regular fountain pen. It would be a lot harder. But it takes a flex nib, and then some of my fountain pen friends turned me on to an awesome website about flex nibs, but I'll talk about that later. Website that has vintage flex nib pens. So there's some more of it, but I am so thrilled. Anyway, you know who you are. Thank you very much. I'm just so excited by this because I was going to get it, and I was just so excited. She told me the day she was sending me something, and I told her, oh, thank you, and she says, no, don't thank me yet, but I knew it was going to be good, and it was just freaking fantastic. So anyway, that's all the new stuff, nothing else, and yeah, see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.